And we are back. Thank you for staying tuned. Now, every year, the world celebrates World International Tourism Day on the 27th of September, which is actually today. And for that reason, I am joined by one Joel Mule, who is the CEO Ankole Tours, to join me in this discussion of World Tourism Day and how tourism is in the country at the moment. Welcome to the program.
Asante, Vivian. Good morning, viewers. As you heard, I'm the CEO and Director of Ankole Tours and Travel. And today, being the 27th of September, we observe World Tourism Day, a significant a spotlight to observe the global tourism since 1980. First and foremost, let me recognize the CES for tourism, Madam Penina Malonza, for the good work she is doing in the tourism industry. We are happy to have her, and we are happy to see her on board for the tourism and everything regarding tourism.
Okay. Tourism
in Kenya is very expansive. It comprises a lot of things, from tour operators, to hoteliers, to curio shop, to mwananchi, and to tour guides. And it is one of the big industry in the country that we are having at the moment.
Yeah.
We can see the fruit.
Okay. How are we celebrating this day? How are we commemorating it as a country?
We are looking into seeing a lot of tourists. We are looking into seeing a lot of marketing. We market our country, as Kenya. We market Kenya abroad and also locally. So we focus on tourists a lot, especially local and international. And as a country, we look at it as a day that we are supposed to work hand in hand, from the hoteliers to tour operators to tour guides, and see we make it in the tourism business.
What impact does tourism have economically, maybe, in the country?
It brings a lot of green money in the country, and also the Kenyan currency. And we can see economically tourism lifting the economy of this country. We are getting a lot of finances from abroad and also locally, and a lot of returns to the country.
What are some of our main tourism attractions? We know of our wildlife.
Yeah, we know of wildlife.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We have the beach side. We have the Rift Valley is a tourist attraction. We have Samburu, or the northern side of the country. Tourism is all about going to the wild, going and seeing the wild animals. Also the culture, our culture. Not only the Maasai culture, but we have the Kamba culture, we have the Kikuyu culture, we have the Embu culture. So you get to be interested in seeing different cultures in this country. Yeah. As a tourist, you don't only need to see animals. You also need to see the culture that we have. You also need to see the landscape that we have in this country, and you also need to see a lot of birds that we have in this country. We have a lot of lakes that you can go and visit and enjoy. We have a lot of mountains that you can go and climb, and yeah.
What may be, or why would you say, why are we not exploring these other things as much? You know, you've mentioned our culture. as part of tourism. You've mentioned, you know, some of the things that we normally don't really explore even as a people in the country. And what is the reason?
Now, we as tour operators, we are the one to pull up our socks and try to explore more of what we can sell to our clients. We need to think outside that box. We need to do even eco-tourism that comprises of maybe the wild, the landscape, the plantation, and the culture. So we as tour operators, we need to sell a lot of our culture. And also the Ministry for Tourism, they should also market our culture as a people of Kenya.
Yeah, and on marketing, are we really marketing our country out there as a tourism destination? I want to give it to Tanzanians, because I feel like at the moment they have really marketed their country as a tourism destination in Africa and Rwanda as well. I don't know if we as Kenya have really done that, because I don't see much of that even online.
I can attest onto that. I guess we are still pulling behind. We need to market Kenya very well, and the Minister of Tourism, they need to invest in marketing this country, because we depend. Tourism is big, and the country is gets a lot of taxes from tourism. So as a tourism ministry, they need to invest in marketing this country. They need to think outside there what we can market as a country. They need to buy new ideas of marketing the country outside there. Yeah.
Maybe what ways would it be best for them to use to ensure that we are marketing our country enough as a tourism destination, because it is a tourism destination?
When the Ministry of Tourism brings on board everybody, the tour operators, the tour guides, and everybody, then they bring their heads together, then we can go far. We can market this country. And Kenya is beautiful. Kenya is beautiful more than some other countries here in Africa that are getting more tourists than us. So we need to market the country very well. Yeah, we need to think outside what we can do. Can we market on another direction? Can we look to different perspective and see what we can get from outside there?
Yeah. Kenya is actually ranked 7th in East Africa when it comes to tourism. We are 7th.
We are 7th.
That's a good placement?
No, we should be number 1. Because when we talk of like the migration, although it's happening in Tanzania, but the best view, it is in Kenya. It is in Kenya. The best game is in Kenya. Masai Mara, the best. So when the migration is happening, they migrate from Tanzania coming to Kenya, and that is the time that we go into peak season. So if we can think outside that box, what we can do more and try to go up there. What
would you say ails the tourism sector in the country? What is ailing? What is affecting the tourism sector in the country, or some of the challenges?
Bad management. Yeah, if we can manage tourism in a good way, then we'll get out of that place we are. Yeah, we can go number 1. So
the main thing is just poor management.
Poor management. If the Ministry of Tourism is the board that is holding tourism, we can look back when Balala was there. We can look back when somebody else was there, and we can see the difference. So CS for Tourism, she need really to invest in marketing tourism in Kenya.
You started by applauding her.
Yeah, but she need to invest. Yeah, she's doing a good work, but she need to invest more on marketing this country. Yeah.
And ways in which she can do that?
When she pull everybody together. and she pulls everybody together, just not a few people. She pulls everybody together, the tour operators, as I said. She pull together the guys like the KWS who manages the animals and the parks. They get pulled together. The tour guides, they get pulled together to the ministry, and they bring their ideas. Everybody has an idea outside there, better than mine, and better than somebody else. So when they are pulled together, they bring their ideas together, then we can shoot to number one. Yeah, and we'll bring a lot of green money to the country. Not only the green money, even the Kenyan shilling. Yeah.
What are some of the opportunities available in tourism?
Tour guiding, that is one.
Yeah, and I feel like tour guides are not as talked about oftenly or applauded as much.
Yes, I don't know why. I don't know why, but for me, I will applaud them because I know tour guides are the ambassadors. They are ambassadors of tourism. Let us not lie. Tourism is held by the tour guides, because without the tour guides, then there is no tourist.
They play a huge role.
They play a huge role, more than the tour operator. For example, I'm a tour operator. I market the country outside there, or even locally. Guess who takes the clients to the wild, to their destination where they are going, is the tour guide. And the tour guide knows a lot about the country, more than the tour operator, or more than somebody else, or more than somebody else who is working with the tourism. And you find these guys are very smart. They handle the client from morning to evening, maybe from airport or maybe from somebody's resident, and they drive along the road. They will explain everything. They will see or hear a bird singing, and they will know the name, the bird by the name, and they will explain to the client, because you expect a client can ask any question anytime. They will ask, I heard a bird, what bird was that? If you don't know, what are you going to say? So these guys, tour guides, are the ambassadors, and tour guides, they play a big role in this industry. They sell the country because they are the one explaining everything. If they go to the wild, they take you to a hotel. They know, it's like, a tour guide is like a moving Google map. They know everywhere. Even places where there are no signages, they will take you there. They need to be recognized. They need to be brought on board in the Ministry of Tourism. Yeah.
What are some of the other opportunities? Because that's, we've just touched on tour guiding.
Investing in hotels, investing in transport. You invest in a hotel, you invest in transport, tour vehicles. Yeah, it's an opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into our local tourism. How do we facilitate local tourism?
We give them the best rates, budgeted rates. You know, I'm a Kenyan. Tunapenda kubagain. And we'll try to give them a good package to win their souls and to win them for safari. So I'll applaud local tourism. We were hit by COVID 2 years ago, and the local tourists, our brothers and sisters in Kenya, they really held us tight when things were tough for us, because we took them on safari. I didn't know Kenyans can go to Masai Mara, but all of a sudden things changed. Masai Mara, Mombasa, Nakuru, Naivasha, everywhere.
So you want to say, sorry for cutting you short, before COVID happened, Kenyans were not really going to these destinations in the country? We were not touring around the country?
Very little. Kidogo.
Yeah.
We didn't see a lot of Kenyans going for safaris. But COVID came, everything changed. I applaud you, Kenyans. You really held our hands when things were tough. We took you on safari, and we managed. And I know the government can attest, because they received some taxes from the local tourism. So local tourists, big up.
Yeah. Speaking of COVID-19, we know that during that time, one of the most hit people were people in tourism. So how are you catching up so far, being that, it was just a couple of years ago?
Yeah. I can say after COVID, slowly things are picking up. Like this year, we received a lot of Chinese tourists, and with Chinese, they normally come in big numbers, and especially at the peak season, they come in big numbers. And this year, things have changed. Yeah, things have changed. We are picking up. Slowly, we are picking up, because like this year, a lot of hotels were fully booked in Masai Mara, Nakuru, Mombasa, everywhere. Hotels were fully booked, and that's a good picture. It's a good move. So I appreciate how things have changed.
Okay. And maybe for someone who's watching and they've not really taken their time to tour the country, what are the reasons for tourism? Maybe they may be asking themselves, why should I go around Kenya? Why not just look for money and go outside the country?
To be honest, tourism or touring is a therapy. And for me, I can attest. I've been on safari for the longest time. Time to time, I've been driving as a driver guide. And it's a therapy. So you need to go out here, book a safari, and you will see and understand what I'm saying when I say it's a therapy. Because when you go out there, you will meet different people, different culture, different animals, different animal behavior, different thing every day. You will not see what you saw yesterday. So it's a therapy. It will ease your pressure, your stress, everything. Don't look about the money. Look about what you're going to get from going for a safari or a tour.
Is it expensive to travel around?
Not really. No. When you travel with us, we give you the best rate. I guess Masai Mara budget safari for one person in a Land Cruiser, not a van. We have a Land Cruiser. If you give me 17,000, you will go for 3 days on a full board. Yeah, per person on a full board meal plan. You will eat, drink.
3 days?
3 days.
Okay.
That is 3 days. You'll have breakfast, you'll have lunch, you'll have dinner, and you'll have safari. So per person, on a budget safari.
Yeah.
So it's not very expensive. I know we spend a lot of money doing some other things, but when we come to treating ourselves for a safari, then you feel this is a lot of money. No, it isn't a lot of money. It's going to heal you. It's a therapy you're going to get outside there. Yeah, it's fun going on a safari.
Yeah. For that 17,000 per person, do I need to come in a group? Because I know that sometimes the price goes lower when you're in a group. So this 17,000, is it that I've just come as Vivian, I have no one else?
When I say budget safari, we do a group joining. So you're going to meet other people on the safari, people that maybe you don't know, or maybe you can come with your friend or family. But if you meet people you don't know, then you get to catch up. Maybe you get somebody from Nigeria and that's the same safari, somebody from Europe in the same safari, but they want to pay budget safari. So when you join together, then you become a team and a family. By the end of the day, you are going to enjoy the safari.
I get that. What are some of the trends in travel?
Pardon?
Trends in travel.
I don't know how to put that, but all I can say is a good thing. Yeah.
Okay. Who would you say are visiting Kenya mainly?
I'll talk on my behalf.
Yes.
Let me not talk about everybody else. For me, I'll say my market is in Iran. My big market is in Iran.
Iranians are visiting Kenya?
Yes,
okay.
And I'll applaud them. I'll applaud them. I'll say big up Iranian. All I can say to them, if they are listening or they are watching, Salam Sopeker. Salam Sopeker is good morning. And Iranians, if you didn't know, Iranians are coming back to back from January to January. I don't have a low season, I don't have a high season in my company. All season, they are coming. So Iranians, for me, they are the big market. And then Europe, Spain, mostly Spanish, Germans, and Russians are also coming, and Chinese and Americans. Yeah.
What is it that you're doing so that, because you said Iranians are like the ones who are really coming into the country, according to you and the tour travel that you had, what is it that you're doing? Maybe other tour travels can do to tap some of these markets that we didn't expect.
Just marketing and being Iranians. They are from the Arab countries. Yeah, they are from the Middle East. These people are Muslims. Muslims don't love Aram. They want straightforward things. So you do your thing, you do your safari in an honest way, being faithful to them, and you market the best you can. So we can say, Ankole Tours and Travel, we are trending in Iran.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to Good Morning Kenya, and thank you for shedding light on this as we celebrate World Tourism Day. Okay, this is where we put a cap to today's Good Morning Kenya. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who has been tuned in. My name is Vivian Degwa, and right now I want us to head straight to Turkana County for the Senate proceedings.